Yeah, for the international relations, when we talk about the foreign policies of different countries, I think the developing nations and the developed nations, they have to review their foreign policies, whatever they have at the moment, and they should understand that nothing is going to happen without a mutual understanding and without mutual interests. So developed and developing nations, they both need each other for the trade, for international imports and exports. Whatever is being invented in a developed country like in US or in Europe, that nowadays it is being manufactured in developing nations like China and in the developing world like in India and in Taiwan, and they are outsourcing their products. So of course they need cheap labor, and the people with high population, with the largest population in the world, like China and India and other developing nations, of course, they need jobs, employment for their people, and this way it's a mixture of the two societies. So whatever kind of differences that we had in past many years after World War First and then after World War Second, whatever differences we had on the basis of nations or the languages, or on the basis of groups that we had after World War One and after World War Two, whatever oppressions nations have done to each other. I'm not blaming any particular nation. Either they are German, they are English, they were from eastern or western part, they were Asian or Chinese or Turks, or they were um, Muslims, or they were Christians, or they were Jews. It's not about that kind of politics. Whatever differences we had after World War First and Second, we should forget whatever had happened and should come up with a new thing that the world is about to change. And we belong to a family Earth, and we should do something for the development of our whole system. And the system is the globe, the Earth, and we are exploring natural resources all over the world, and with the zinc and copper and uranium and other kind of metals, and we are doing research on grain, and we are doing research on agriculture to have food for the whole world of the billions and billions of population. If there will be enough grain, if there will be enough food for the people who are living on this globe. And especially if we look at Africa, we need to have more food for those people, and the poor people are there. And if we see in last many years, the poverty line, a lot of people in the developing, in the least developed nations, they are living below the poverty line. And I hope the Security Councils and the permanent members in the United Nations, they are thinking of reviewing their policies, and to come up with more friendly and trade relationships with the developing world. And that's a good approach from all those developed nations.